great, Patrick.
I haven't even been able to do my hair and makeup.
You always show up with your hair and makeup already perfect. How far are you? Oh, yeah, I just threw out a little Elon right there. That was a little dangerous. Although, there's a right arm. And it's, there's a...
I mean, did you do it to the crowd behind you, too?
No, and at what point, I was talking to someone about this. There's an angle where it's like, am I just stretching over here? Yeah, exactly.
There's a certain degrees there.
No, actually, I do think I want to leave this there.
You could segue that into talking about that movie.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
So...
I'm not skilled enough to do that, but you could do that.
One battle after another. I guess, I don't know. This doesn't seem like a movie that it's like, oh, well, yeah, it's a good movie. Go out and see it. Let's talk about spoilers. I think one of my favorite parts is they didn't say, did they say Hail Saint Nick?
Yes.
There was something where it's like...
Hail Saint Nick, and they all did like
this. It's very...
perfectly over the top cheesiness. But it's like, those dorks would do that, actually.
Hail Satan. Because it's not Hail Satan, it's Hail Saint Nick. And it's Christmas themed. And that's just... I don't know. I don't think I've seen that before. That's kind of funny. If you're gonna name your League of Ultra White Nationalists something, sure.
Yeah, those dorks would do that, actually. Sure. They're weird enough to try and do that. Sure, why not?
Oh, man, 2 hours, 40 minutes. Sheesh. I don't know. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Kept me enthralled whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Really damn good.
There was a moment, probably, this is even after most of the Benicio del Toro stuff, where he's just
that was my favorite stuff.
Yeah, the stuff with the skateboarders, like, running around and, like, jumping on the buildings.
Good.
That was a great action. But there was
when they said bring in the Van Halen, I was like,
oh,
hell yeah. I didn't even know what the Van Halen was, but I was like, okay,
I want to see whatever this Van Halen stuff is. I want to see that. Bring that in, yeah.
And then they did, and I was like, okay, this movie is actually one of the greatest things ever.
It has sauce. It does have sauce. It has vibrance.
It definitely had sauce.
That has just been lacking from so many movies that I've seen.
The skateboards came in, and Benicio was there, and I was like, yeah, this
is good, and they pull up right on the car. It's just great.
Yeah.
It's just a solid, really great movie.
A lot of weirdness.
There's a lot of weirdness. PTA is still very horny, which is, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was shot really well. I liked the colors. I liked how rich it all was. Mm-hmm. I loved the sound design. This is something you're getting into.
Yes.
The
music, really good.
The way you can never relax when there's always like maybe it's not bongos, but there's a lot of like discordant piano that's like constantly freaking you out. You can never, take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
And the setup with all right, you and I both have this thing.
Mm-hmm.
If our things are together, we can trust each other. And there's like a musical cue for that.
Yep.
And then at the very end of the movie, it's like, it's kinda... Oh, are we getting arrested for doing a YouTube? Oh. We good? Okay, we're good. Cool. Alright, but it's kind of hard to keep track of whether or not Wilma has her thing, but just, I will take that payoff of the I don't remember what it is exactly, but that moment when they're, our characters finally embrace, our family finally comes back together, and that, you set that up with your music. That's real nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really great movie. I just really enjoyed it. It's 1 a.m. What is there to talk about? There's Sean's Penn, fucked up hair.
really,
Atrocious.
really fucked up
Atrocious hair.
Absolutely atrocious. Which, spot on for the military.
Yeah.
Spot on for military
It's like
guys.
this weird, like,
really.
pointy comb over.
And he fusses with it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's what one of those guys would do.
Yeah.
It's spot on. It's perfect. It's like, yeah, all right, that works.
The one bit of spoilers I knew about this movie was the comb thing where he puts the comb in his mouth and then bleh.
How did you get that
I don't know.
specific
I don't
thing
know,
spoiled
but I
for
knew
you?
it was this, and I
You
knew it was
don't
a comb
watch
thing.
trailers.
No, I don't watch
You
trailers.
didn't see it in a trailer.
No, I don't. It was a YouTube TikTok thing, I think.
Very well.
Okay, good. That's just a truck. Yeah. I liked seeing Leo play like just a gross little rat man. Like
He was gross little rat man.
he's still very much Leo, and he's a very talented actor,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not like, this isn't your Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where this is Leo, and he's a little rough around the edges, and he has problems, but he's still a handsome leading man who's good at his job. This is a drug addict,
Which he flat out says
yeah,
multiple times.
who's just
that was great.
kind of a bad father,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying.
He's aware of that fact, though.
Yeah, he's not horrible. He's just kind of like lame and wimpy, and he's got the courage or whatever from our Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
But he's just kind of a piece of shit, and I like that. I like seeing Leo be a piece of shit.
Yep. Yeah. It was just really damn good.
Yeah.
Lot going on.
Yeah.
It was a very long movie, but it definitely earned its runtime. They packed a lot in there.
There's a lot. Yeah. There's a
lot of characters too.
lot of
Like,
characters.
that's the other thing. That I was trying to keep track of all of the characters, and to be fair, the movie helped me through that process. Like,
Yeah.
it never felt like they were like holding my hand through it. Never felt like they were all jumbled up in my
Oh,
head.
I remember you from the Resistance days.
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of that.
It never felt like they were all overlapping, getting jumbled. It all made sense. It was great. There was a lot packed in there, and I liked all of the characters. Or some of them were evil, so I didn't like them.
Yeah.
But seeing their stories were
Evil
good.
Sean Penn. Yeah.
yeah, evil Sean Penn. It was great.
Yeah, I don't, and this isn't necessarily a fault of the movie, is that I don't really know. I understand the story beginning to end.
Mhm.
I'm there with it emotionally the whole time.
Mhm.
But in like terms of individual beats, like the polo wearing Hail Saint Nick guy.
Mhm.
Christmas Adventurers.
Yeah,
What a stupid name.
that works. I like that. Have them be dorks.
Yeah. The Christmas Adventurers assassin
Mhm.
who was
Wearing the Lacoste.
or like the little gator, whatever it is.
I think that's Lacoste brand.
Oh,
Don't quote me on that.
yeah.
But Little Gator, yeah.
Little Gator, he wants to
Okay,
kill.
buddy.
Yeah. He wants to kill Lockjaw
Mm.
because the Christmas Adventurers don't want someone who's had interracial sex in their adventuring team.
Something. Extreme racism.
Yeah, I get that. Keep it clean.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the same character that interviewed Lockjaw at the very beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, I'm also
So
responsible for this.
why does he want Wilma? Because he's just racist?
He wants to kill her.
Because
Because then he can also be like, well, we're done here.
oh, okay, so it's
We're
just I
wrapped
guess
up.
tying up loose ends. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want that spelled out. I think this is the kind of thing that would This is a movie I would definitely watch again. I think you would know what is going on after the second or third viewing, where you know where you are in the film, you know what the ending is, and you know where all the kind of beats line up.
Yeah. The only one I don't really know where we're at, or are we doing spoilers or not?
Yeah, we just kind of started out in it. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter guy?
Yes, I was gonna...
He's the only one where I'm like... So his whole thing is he was like, I'm not killing a kid. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
God bless, man. So Lockjaw says, alright, just like, take her away.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay,
Yeah.
fine. And then he's like, actually, never mind. I'm not doing that. And he kills all of his guys. And then we just don't see him again?
Yeah, well, so he dies.
He does?
I think that's one of the because she has to get Wilma has to get his keys. So I will agree. This is another thing where it's like, what's going on here? The Christmas adventurers in that meeting with the Quails in their fucking secret underground fortress. It's interesting how both your refugees and also your Christmas adventurers have underground fortresses big into tunnels. A lot of tunnels in this movie.
Oh, true.
You got your doubling there.
True.
So in that scene with the Quails, they're like, oh yeah, Lockjaw hired this bounty hunter.
Both religious.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Christmas. But only one of them was actually in a church.
And something capitalist perversion of religion?
Yeah.
I don't know, something.
Only one of them actually ended up at a church, though.
Yeah. There's probably you could
There's
take that
there.
wide shot of
You could pull
Wilma
on that thing.
being pulled on. Yeah, let's see what else is in that.
Someone smarter than me could untangle that.
Yeah. So they say in that scene that Lockjaw hired a bounty hunter. No, find out where Wilma is.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy with the crocodile is like, I don't trust him. He could tell you how much money you had in your pocket based on a footprint, but something, he's Mexican and I'm racist, so blah. So we kind of introduced that character who's a bounty hunter. Then we Lockjaw and the bounty hunter meet, and you take the girl, kill a girl, I'll give you double. No, okay, well you drive her over there? Sure. And then they get there. Where exactly that is?
1776 something.
Yeah, I think that's just like a Lockjaw compound. There's also this kind of like, is Lockjaw just like in charge of his own little military
No, I think that's just
cult?
a bounty hunter compound, not connected to Lockjaw entirely, because Lockjaw is federal government.
Yes.
So it also doesn't make sense thematically, because Lockjaw is feds.
Yes. Something private military corporations? I don't know. Anyways,
Maybe.
so
Overlap there, true.
bounty hunter brings Wilma there. All right, I'm handing you the keys. I'm leaving. I'm out of the story. Oh, never mind. I'm still sitting here. I'm having conflicting emotions. I guess maybe he was in the movie earlier. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to whip out what I'm pretty sure is a Remington 870 Marine Magnum. Wonderful reference. And just kill all these guys.
Look at you knowing things. God bless.
And then he dies, and Wilma...
Did he die?
We don't see him go, but Wilma takes the keys off of a body on the ground, and she takes his car. She doesn't pick up his face and we go,
I thought that was just some other body
the bounty
that he
hunter.
killed.
No, I am pretty confident that is him.
Damn.
And this is the kind of thing that would be nice on a second viewing.
That's fair. Damn, I kind of had hoped he lived.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not a whole lot of people get to live in this movie.
I know, and he was the one that was like,
Oh, maybe.
not killing a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe I do have morals now.
Yeah.
Damn, I kind of liked him. Unfortunate. Most unfortunate.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
It's okay. Benicio del Toro lived.
Yeah.
So
I guess he's fine. They don't kill him. He just
got a drunk driving certificate.
Drunk driving.
He's fine. We're good.
How many beers
We're
did you
good.
have? Had a few small beers. Gotta start saying that.
God bless him.
He's fucking there, but Well,
He got the
something-
smaller charge to put suspicion off of her.
Yeah.
That's
something he's
wonderful.
He's doing this. They're like,
He's dancing.
walk backwards,
Wonderful.
walk backwards. He's just like strutting. Put your hands. Man, it
That
has
is
sauce.
sensei right there.
It's a fun movie. It's got a good energy.
Yeah. Who was the director? Paul Thomas Anderson?
Yes.
Look
Yeah.
at me knowing stuff.
Look at you knowing stuff.
Let's go. That's our boy.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson. That was really damn good. What else
Yeah.
has he made?
Boogie Nights, which is a movie about Marky Mark doing porn. That's pretty fun. He did Licorice Pizza last year, which is, I think, about a teenager boning an adult.
Eh.
He's done other stuff. Those are the only two that come to mind right now. He's you know,
Other stuff.
he's a famous director.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, the movie had a great pulse.
Yeah.
It was all around a very great movie. I really enjoyed it.
A lot of stuff about, like, I don't want to say, like, fake revolutionaries, but, like,
There's a lot of politics here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics here
lot.
that, you know,
Too much for me to untangle
in
at 1 in the morning.
in one viewing with no subtitles at 1 in the morning,
Yeah.
yes, we'll just be like, there's a lot of politics in this movie. You know? I think it's safe to say, generally, shooting at marginalized people, shooting at people is bad.
Controversial.
Bold take at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
A lot of politics in this movie.
Yes. Indeed.
And there's all that, and then there's also like the revolutionary stuff of like, oh, you are a rat because you ratted out your fellow revolutionaries.
Dude, that was wild. The nun comes up to her and is like, the daughter of a rat is still a rat. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God. That was wild. That was insane.
Well, there's all the stuff of
That
like,
was harsh.
you could pull a lot of text out of this and be like, what is a good revolutionary?
Yeah,
And you
that's
could be
more what
like,
I was getting at.
yeah,
But also, that was really harsh.
yeah.
God, that's insane.
So this is a Catholicism question.
Oh.
Are nuns supposed to do anything, or do they just get to hang out and like worship God? Like, are the nuns who grow weed and shoot guns, as long as they worship God, do they need to do anything outside of that, or is it like this is your thing? Go shoot guns and make and smoke weed.
I'm not really a good enough Catholic to have a good enough answer for you.
But if you had to ballpark something,
Worship God and do good works. So,
okay.
like, feed the poor.
Okay, so if there was some poor feeding on the side, they're all good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Raise money for the poor.
Yeah, sell your weed.
Teach the Bible to the poor. A lot of schools. Like a lot, actually, of teaching. They do a lot of that. Missionary work, stuff like that. That's why a lot of private schools.
That makes sense.
They do a lot of that work. I don't know how the Catholic Church would feel about weed and guns. However, they've been around for a while, so I'm not going to say it hasn't happened before.
Sure. So like, C plus nuns.
Yeah,
C plus nuns
yeah.
here. They took in this person who needed help.
Yeah. Also, like, what is it? Liberation theology is a thing, and that's kind of whack.
Okay.
That's some of the stuff that is more out there. They might have guns.
Okay.
Catholicism is a very varied tapestry.
Very broad. Very
Yes,
broad.
yes.
Stained glass windows. A lot of colors.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry for the nun derail. I was thinking about
There
that.
are many types of nuns.
Many
You
types
have
of
to
nuns,
ask
yeah.
them and not me.
Okay. The next time I find a nun, who has seen Paul Thomas Anderson's 2025 one battle after another, I will ask them how good of nuns they are. Where they rank in the nun. What are famous nuns? Are there famous nuns? There's got to be
Probably.
famous nuns. What are some famous nuns? Nurse Ratched isn't a nun.
I think that would go against the whole humility type thing.
No, like in movies. Like, what are famous nuns in movies? There's got to be a famous nun. There's the nun in the Blues Brothers who hits them with the ruler. That's pretty funny. I don't know if that's a famous nun. I can't remember her name. Yeah, I can't think of any famous nuns.
There's a movie coming to mind.
Isn't The Nun a movie? I don't know if that's a monster or if that's just like a real nun who does things.
There's a movie coming to mind where some nuns do become a choir.
Oh, Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg. There we go.
That's the
Famous
one.
nuns.
That is the exact
that's
one I
probably
was
like
thinking
the
of, yeah.
pinnacle of cinematic nuns. This is like interesting. That's probably under Sister Act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, very, very wide tangent to nuns, but
Yeah.
the monastery parts of that movie were also some of my favorite. That was really cool. It was really good. It was some of the like most stark reminder to me of like westerns.
I can see that, yeah. Well,
Retreating to a monastery, classic western move.
and I think once we get out of the city,
Mhm.
which is I would say is like the first. There's this long opening, which is we are in some southern city, maybe Californian.
Yeah.
Blowing stuff up,
Yes.
robbing banks.
Yeah.
Okay, never
Revolutionary
mind.
work.
Revolutionaries, never mind. Now Lockjaw's a thing. Now we gotta go run over here, and now we're in somewhere where it rains a lot, like Washington or something, or maybe just Northern California. And then we get out into the desert, and it does, yeah, it's just much more
Western.
westerny. Yeah. There's all your, I don't know if there's ever like a big sky shot.
There
but
were a few.
There's a lot
I noted them.
There's a lot of cars and skies in the background, taking up a good chunk of the frame.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good movie.
Pretty good movie. What? Is this better or worse than Sinners, or is this like right here and they're just very different movies?
Ooh, that's tough.
Sinners, I think, is a cleaner story. But I would say that this movie probably has more sauce than Sinners. As much as I love two Michael B. Jordans, there's just a real pep to it that sometimes it's felt like Sinners didn't have in every scene. This is also, I think, a little bit longer than Sinners, but it doesn't really feel like that. Or are there any other movies we've seen this year that are good, that could possibly rival this movie that isn't Sinners?
Oh, was Sinners this year?
Sinners was this year.
Yeah.
Sinners came out in like March or February, and it just had really long legs into the summer because we saw it pretty late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might give this one the edge.
Yeah.
Slightly. That's tough though. I'd have to think on that one.
Yeah.
But
I think Sinners we said was 9 on the Carlton scale, or a 9 whatever. This I would say is neck and neck with it. I really enjoyed both of these movies. Is there anything else that came out this year that is remotely comparable to this? What else have we seen? It was Sinners.
racking my brain.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nothing is memorable.
I don't. This movie's probably too. Well, I thought Sinners was too fun to get a Best Picture. This is just it's a good movie with pep, great sound design that just really moves, with really solid acting, really fun action.
Lot to say.
Lot to say. Were you expecting Wilma to make another physical appearance at the end of the movie?
Kind of.
Yeah. When we were, I think, in the church, I was like, what needs to happen? We need to see Wilma beat up on people with her martial arts training, and we need to see Perfidia?
Yeah, it's a
Yes. Well, where we need to see Perfidia back, and we need to see Wilma beat up on people with her martial arts training. And we don't ever really see either of those. And this isn't like, oh, you set up no payoff, movie bad. But it's like, oh, Wilma or Perfidia. Perfidia?
Yes. Yeah.
Because perfidy is a word. I think perfidy is like lying. Perfidia is just. Perfidia is out of the movie outside of a photo. Like.
A third of the way in.
Third of the way in. That is odd. Because she is. I don't know. She just kind of. She's lurks
really
in the back
just
of
the
this whole
inciting
narrative.
incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one letter. But we do kind of come back. It would have felt off if we did not have that final bit of resolution of, oh, here is a letter your mom wrote to you. Your mom apologizes for a lot of the stuff she has done. And
Closure.
there's some closure there, at least for us, the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Allie, friend of the show, called this, I don't know if you were here for that, Finding Nemo for stoners. How accurate of a summation do you think that is? I think there's the thrust of that is this is a movie about two characters trying to find each other. And the stoner element is, number one, what's his name? Leo smokes weed. And there's this kind of hazy funk to the whole movie that does not exist in Finding Nemo. What is your take on One Battle After Another is Finding Nemo for stoners? Because I thought before Allie said that, I was like, that is a weird thing to say. But now that we're out of the movie, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Hazy funk, sure. Finding Nemo, okay, yes. Father trying to find, not son, but daughter, yeah, okay. Child, yeah. Stoners, it seems a little unfair. He sobered up perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Give DiCaprio a bit more credit. He did the job perfectly fine. I would give the man a bit more credit. The vibes of the movie may be a bit silly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leo doesn't have a Dory, which is interesting. Like if we're gonna really sit here and compare this to Finding Nemo, he has Benicio del Toro, but Benicio del Toro is more of like an Obi-Wan who survives to the end of the movie by just being super good at what he does.
Somewhat the polar opposite of a Dory.
Yeah.
Dory is somewhat characterized by her incompetence.
I don't know if I would say Dory's incompetent. Dory is obviously a thwart from Marlin because, Dory is this big outgoing person and Marlin's this curmudgeon. So there's this obvious push and pull there. Yeah. And there's this push and pull between frantic Leo and courageous Benicio del Toro. It's over for you. I have betrayed you as the drugged out Leonardo DiCaprio and me as the Chad Benicio del Toro.
Also, was this movie... Did it have Modelo product placement? Because every time they handed him the Modelo, it was brand name out.
Yeah, whoa, we're sponsored by... What are you talking about, Patrick? We're sponsored by... What? I just really like this Monopoly DoorDash cup that I have.
It was one point where it was just like... Benicio comes up to DiCaprio and just goes, chill.
Yeah.
And just hands it to him and is like, calm down.
Which, there's this Sopranos Breaking Bad-esque argument where it's like, all right,
he hands it to him and is just like, calm down.
I don't think that is an unrealistic thing. I think if Leo came to my house and he was going nuts, and I also kind of wanted a beer, I would be like, hey there, Leo, calm down. And I'm not going to tape over the thing. So
logo out.
It's not ideal, but, Patrick, how else are we gonna have movies in theaters if we're not gonna see the brands of the cars our characters are driving and the beers they drink?
I'm just saying, I did notice that, like, when they brought the 6-pack out in the car, every single logo was perfectly aligned.
I did not notice that.
And I was like, okay, I do kind of want a Modelo now. Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, that would be nice. Yeah.
See?
What is that? There's the
Listen, pretty good. I'll give them that, but
there's
like...
something about the science of advertising they talk about in this movie. But yeah, I'm not great at seeing beer logos, but ever since Barbie, whenever I'm in a movie theater, I'm like, I will spot every single car logo that we will see.
Yeah.
The one Leo's driving at the end wasn't readily apparent, so that's kind of nice. But, oh, the bounty hunter's driving a Dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, this is me and
yeah.
I'm fucking Colonel Lockjaw. This is me and my big fucking cum-guzzling Ford truck. I'm gonna go hang out with Perfidy. Hey there, Perfidia. Let's bang.
That one I kind of like.
I'm in a giant fucking truck. I'm Colonel Lockjaw.
That one, it fits.
There's so much trash in my car.
That one fits character, just like Leo's fits character at that point. So it's like, all right, go
this is
for it.
Tony Soprano. He wants orange juice with some pulp.
Yeah,
he's going to drink Tropicana. He's gonna go, I want the one with some pulp. And you know what? He can show the fucking thing to Carmela, because I'm not gonna say, Patrick, I want the large drink, and I'm not gonna show you the size of it, because this is me expressing a thing to you, so it's helpful. Some pulp.
I'm just saying, I noticed the Modelo a bit much.
It is straightforward advertising. I will not fight you on this.
In this one.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining per se, except for the fact that I've been doing it for about 5 minutes now.
It's not complaining. It's like, here's a thing I noticed. What if we talked about that? Because there's nothing really to harp on this movie for. There's some story beats that are hard to figure out at 1 a.m. after a first viewing with no subtitles.
No.
Did you lose ice?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Just a straw.
Oh, no.
Tragedy.
Yeah. But there's no air and wind to this movie. There's no
It is not Wonder Woman 1984.
This is not Wonder Woman 1984. There's no really bad editing or out of place performances or really boring parts of this movie. This is not a
Would it be fair to say that the part where they were driving the cars over the hills and they kept cutting back and forth, did I like that a lot because of the editing?
I would say so, especially the so Wilma is driving her car. So think about we are filming this with Wilma, the actress for Wilma. We are in her car. We are doing everything with her.
I think it was Willa.
Well, I think, yes, someone else says Fred Flintstone and Wilma, so maybe I'm just getting the two confused.
Yes,
and maybe I just thought her name was Wilma the whole time. So we have this strip
It was Radio Guy.
Yes.
Being smart to the interrogator.
We'll get back to...
Yet again, they had so many characters, and they were done so well.
There's because that's a character from the very beginning who
even the kids who defend him.
Yeah. Which, when?
Or they call in for him. When he's taken off and the kids off the street come in and they're like, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Start doing Plan B or whatever.
Well, that's a different character, but yeah, that's another thing where it's like, oh, here's a character we set up in the very start of this movie. This is gonna be here, kind of like transition to, okay, Lockjaw's back. Does Lockjaw get a Medal of Honor? What was that?
He does.
From the city, though?
Or not a Medal of Honor, but a medal.
I think they said Medal of Honor. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was not a Medal of Honor. It was something else.
There's some big fancy medal, but whatever. But there's this character who we set up here in the very start. Okay, now we're going to kill that character, throw them away, or put them in prison. They're out of the narrative. And now, okay, now we know everything's bad. And the other character, when he's yelling at the guy on the phone who's too anal about the codes. He's like, I'm doing a Greyhawk 10 or whatever. You're doing a Greyhawk 10? What? Blah. And then this character from the very start, who is a part of the original 75.
Yeah.
This character pops back up, and Leo has this recognition with this character, and the audience goes, "Ah, yes, I remember this guy.
Yeah.
This is, that's another nice thing. I don't know where I was going with this. That's another great work, movie."
Yeah.
So the editing of the car thing is, so we have the strip of everything with Willa,
Yes.
we have the strip of everything with Leo, and we have the strip of everything with Lockjaw. Editing is, all right, and, wide shots, blah, blah, blah. How do we take all of these things and go and put them in an order that we really like?
Tell the story of Willow being chased down.
Yeah, so, wide shot of the hill. Willow looks
and communicate her fear and the tension of the scenario.
Yeah. And then so, she gets to the top of the hill, and then she parks her car and runs out, and then we cut back to Lockjaw, who's in his, or not Lockjaw, fucking, Lockjaw's, all right. Well, I'll ask you a medical professional, a Lockjaw question. Let's finish this. But gets to the top of the hill. Willa runs out, and then we cut back to not Lockjaw, Polo Guy or Gator Guy. Gator Guy is in the car. Gator Guy crests the hill. The camera follows up. Oh, here's this car crash. Now we're gonna cut to a wide shot. Oh, this is me getting out. Blah, 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 blah. That's all the editing. If you like that, we can say, oh, we like the cinematography. Oh, we like the tension of the score. How, blah, everything. But it's the editing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Right. It's how we have all of these scenes that we shoot. We have all of these individual seconds of film. How do we put that all together to get the audience to feel something? How do we make this scene feel intense with all of this stuff we shot? That's the editing. That's the editor's job. Yes, good editing in this movie. There's a good sense of tension, but also it's not like a one take the whole movie where it's like I can't breathe at all. Sometimes I do just want a nice fade from this scene to this scene, so I can be like, okay, that's what we did. We're doing something else now. But as a medical professional,
yeah.
If you okay. If I got shot with a 12 gauge shotgun, and then got into a car accident where my car flew over, not a cliff, but off of a large hill, and I ended up like that, how am I not dead immediately? Like how... I am shot in the neck area, or I guess you can say maybe shoulder, but...
It's a shotgun.
Yeah.
I mean...
We can just say that...
It's not gonna...
How do you not bleed out, I guess is what I'm saying. After you're unconscious for...
Bleeding out is going to be the main
10 minutes. Gravity assisted too. Close to the neck. You're flipped over. I did love the scene of him strutting in the middle. That might be one of my favorite things just visually of the movie. Like that's... you put that up... that's a wallpaper on my computer now. But just... When he... as goofy as that march was, I was like, how are you alive? What is this? Obviously the movie is going to kill you at the end. Why are you alive?
Him making up excuses.
Yeah.
I
That...
didn't think I was gonna make it. Yeah.
I guess if there's one outside of the goofy funny walk that I enjoyed, I don't know what the story gets by keeping Lockjaw alive just to kill him off 15 minutes later, roundabout. We get Lockjaw with a cleft palate and a messed up eye.
How desperate people are to make up excuses for power and greed.
I guess, it's not... Lockjaw...
How pathetic he really is.
is a weird villain. Because I know that he's interested in Willa so that he can join the Christmas Adventurers. Because if he can bury the Willa secret, then he's pure enough to be in the Christmas Adventurers. But when he loses all of that, he's just kind of hanging around. And he's like, well, you know, I was reverse raped? What did he say?
Yes.
Yes. And it's like, huh? What are you still doing in this story? We killed you off 15 minutes ago. I love the goofy walk. Why are you still here? You as a character don't really want for much anymore outside of to join the Christmas Adventurers so that you can put your feet up on a desk. You're already rich and powerful, rich enough to have a giant, Ford truck. Powerful enough to get people into witness protection solely with the wave of your hand.
I mean, he's not gonna give up power.
No, but
he's not gonna stop wanting more power. That's not how, like...
If I'm...
a dude like that...
I guess. I don't know. It's... If I'm Lockjaw...
Like, you show how pathetic that really is. That's the Waddle. Like, he's not gonna stop. He's gonna continue to try to bleed out and look pathetic as he waddles off like that, bleeding out.
But just to die 15 minutes later is odd. And, I don't know. I'm not saying Lockjaw is a smart character, but if I was joining a secret cult, not really a cult, what would you call them? A cult? I don't feel, it doesn't feel big enough for a cult if they only have like 20 members. If I'm joining a shadowy organization, maybe? If I'm joining the Christmas Adventurers and a guy goes, oh, I left your keys, let me go get them, and the door shuts.
He doesn't have to be smart. He's
I don't know. I think maybe the movie is a little tighter if we leave him dead in that car, as opposed to seeing him waddle out. I did like the Waddle, though. This isn't me attacking the Waddle. Okay, I think I found a nitpick.
Didn't mind it.
Yeah, I'm willing to... I'll have that take.
I didn't mind it. I could see what it was going for.
I love the Waddle. I love the Waddle. What,
I think you could survive that.
I mean, you can if you're a character who's written to survive that, but...
It depends on...
I mean, I guess he had his seatbelt on, but... To be shot that close, I think would blow apart pretty much anything you have here, or whatever it hits.
Was the glass fully down?
Yes, he rolls the window down. Because the guy's like, roll your window down. You know, we're members of the same Christmas Adventurers. Hail Saint Nick.
He really isn't that smart.
No. Yeah, Lockjaw is pretty stupid. I have no idea how he got where he did.
Well, yet again.
Was being, like, racist?
They're not that smart.
Yeah. And the car does get air. The car, like, full on... Woof.
Yeah, but he had a seatbelt on.
He did a... Yeah, he did have a seatbelt on. I will give you that. And you know, there's
they
even...
got airbags in there. It's fine.
I guess if I had my seatbelt on, if you shoot me here, there is, I suppose, some amount of pressure being applied to my shoulder clavicle area. If you shoot me here, absolutely not. Which I think was the side that got shot. Which side would... It is the right side when we are looking at him. So it would be his left side. So I guess you can say the seatbelt helps keep his blood from gushing, but...
I'm not saying it's likely he survives, but...
When you're
people have survived a lot worse.
Okay.
People have survived a lot worse.
What else is there? Is there anything else? Like, this is just I have a nitpick. I'm content with that. What else is there to talk about outside of this is a very great movie? I very much enjoyed this. I don't know. Someone said this was the best film of the decade. I don't know about all that. This is one of the best movies I've seen this year. By a healthy margin.
Yeah. Decade is tough.
Yeah, so that's 15 to now. Actually, what has come out in the last 10 years that I really liked? What came out was I was 15. Some Marvels. I need to grab myself in Marvels. That's like Ultron? We're in like high school? I can't think of anything that's not like a big Nolan or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out in the last 10 years. I wouldn't say that this movie is leagues and leagues better than that. That's another, like, these are both very good movies, like this and Sinners, where it's like, yeah, you know, I'm happy to get very nice movies.
Godzilla -1.
Godzilla -1 is another very solid movie. Yeah. But, you know, if these are the movies we're comparing you to, and our nitpicks are like plot armor, medical questions, and nitpicks / what exactly is this character doing? What are their motivations for a tertiary character that we don't know it? I don't know where my phone is. Like 2 o'clock in the morning after one viewing with no subtitles. Pretty great movie, I'll say.
I'd say so.
All right. Anything else?
Nah.
All right.
That's pretty much all I got.
Yep.
A lot of threads to pull on, but
Worth owning. I would buy this movie. I would buy this movie to own.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.